Hey guys, welcome back to another F1 24 driver career. Today we're here for the Spanish Grand Prix after we returned to Europe for the Spanish Grand Prix after an absolutely incredible Canadian Grand Prix, which saw two of the championship rivals retire with mechanical failures. We're going to head to Spain and see what's in store for us today. Back to Europe. Yeah, it was an interesting race for us, a fantastic race for our teammate. Let's get into it right now. If you haven't seen the previous episode, go check it out. I'm not going to say more specifics. That's what you can find out if you haven't seen it. But spoilers, in terms of the Canadian Grand Prix, I mean, that's what we did. We finished P4, first on podium of the year, instead of DNFs. And Lando Norris and Max Verstappen both retiring from the race. Norris from the lead, Verstappen from P2. Well, Verstappen was first, but yeah. 9 races in, Verstappen still yet to win, which is incredible. But we head to the Canadian Grand Prix, the Spanish Grand Prix, which should be interesting. Obviously, Spain. A lot of people up until 2022 did not like Spain. No, I think people enjoy it more because of the changes. Good changes. It's a shame that this is the penultimate Spanish for this penultimate year with the Spanish Grand Prix. Obviously, next year, aka this year, 2025, will be the last year we go to Barcelona. Although they have a contract for 2026, so I don't know if we will have 2 races in Spain next year. One will be, I guess, the European Grand Prix or Barcelona Grand Prix or what. But we'll see. Here we are then. Anyway, messages. Obviously, I'll rather with Norris. Specialist, what have you got for us, mate? Keep tires driving 95. Yeah, we'll do the 95 miles one. That's a pretty straightforward one. Wind tunnel engineer complete. Any session with the faster lap, that'll be doable. Air upgrades are reduced by 50%, which is cool. Then failure chance of all upgrades are reduced by 10%, which is cool. Pilot upgrade time will reduce by 15% when he's available. What happens here? Practice program resource points rewards increase. Then durability and then chassis is what you are. So what have you got? Material fabrication plan. I receive fuel day warnings with 10 laps in the weekend. Yeah, we've got the warning one. And then our quality assurance, lifting coast 25 seconds, complete any session. We'll go with the lifting coast one. No, we've got the flashback one. Yeah, we've got the flashback one, that'll be pretty doable. Private details, we've got contracts and stuff, pretty straightforward. R&D. We've got 1,400 reasons points to spend, obviously major air upgrade, which arrives on the 19th. What else can we do? Honestly, not a lot. Do a chassis upgrade. I want to do the ERS upgrade. I'm going to go with the stators. Minor ERS for the British Grand Prix. Get that going. Do love a bit of ERS. What about chassis? We go with a weight redistribution. We go with a weight reduction. But I'll save it for now, and I'll see how the Hamilton's going to do durability, isn't he? I mean, look at that! 3 durabilities! I'm going to have to do the upgrades, aren't I? Hamilton's looking at that one, so I won't bother with that. Not a big performance boost, I might just save that for a little bit. Vehicle-wise, obviously a third IC. We're running a little bit tight on ICEs, I will say so. Save that. But let's just about send to the upgrades. Weekly resources. Yep, these guys upgrade on the car. And the rear wings on the car.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Who haven't I set as a special? We'll go with that one. We'll go with you. Oh, we've got above McLaren. We are moving up in the world. I want to do this, the front downforce. Getting that on the car for Hungary could be massive. You know what? We'll get that going. Major front downforce. That's why I save our resource points. We'll get that going for the Hungarian Grand Prix. That'll be a good one to have it on the car for. Yep, he's gone for the chassis, which is cool. Durability. He's still got the IC, not the IC, MGOH on the way. Classic. He'll do the control electronics next. Control electronics, by the way, which has used up 30% wear in 9 races. Great. Just great. Allocation, all good. Let's go to Barcelona. Barcelona. Things you'd love to see. A nice dry weekend. Messages. Yeah, all about upgrades. It's cool. Nice dry weekend. Nothing to complain about. There was the R&D. Red Bull lead. We're now second. Mercedes second. McLaren now third. Ferrari of Aston Martin as well. Williams. RB House kicks out. Kicks out. No, not. Kicks out on last. Alpine are the worst team. Interesting. That's the upgrades. Massive upgrades. Red Bull. We got about McLaren try. Pull away from Aston. All the second bomb off teams, except for Alpine bringing massive upgrades, which is very interesting. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And we're going to practice and see you for quali. So here we are then for qualifying for our one and only lap here in Spain. Don't know why I cut the corner there, but it is what it is. Round the final corner, first lap in Spain. What can we do? Let's go, come on. Good lap incoming. I can feel it. Pace is looking good. Here we go. So far, Hamilton onto pole. Still waiting for the Red Bulls and McLarens. Up to the line. Where's that going to put us? 9. Not a good lap. What's this guy thought? 9th. That's really disappointing. Disappointing for us, but Lewis Hamilton back on top. His first pole position of the season by half and half. They're the quarter tenth of a match Stafford in P2 in the end. Lando Norris back in P3. Fernando Alonso P4, less than 2 tenths before his race. Sergio Perez P5, started himself in with Charles Leclerc P6. Lance Stroll continues his growth from 7th with Oscar Piastri 8th. We're finished with that in P9. Disappointing for us in Carlos Sainz to complete the top 10 in the second Spaniard. And the rest of the grid. 1.3 seconds covering the entire field. It's extremely tight here in Barcelona. Let's go to the race.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Leclerc, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Jones, Sainz, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, Sargent, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, and Zhou Guanyu. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are then for the race strategy. So we want to soft to mediums. First time we're actually using softs for once. So timer's going to be pretty high, but we did bring that upgrade, so that should help. Soft to mediums pretty straightforward. One overlap of fuel, which is pretty good. Now in terms of the alternate strategy, there's 5 drivers on the alternate strategy, all from different teams. The big one, Lando Norris, one of 5 drivers on the mediums. Carlos Sainz, another one on the mediums, along with Yuki Tsunoda, Nico Hülkenberg, and Zhou Guanyu. Albon and Zhou team grid penalties. Logan Sargent is 15th. He must be having a nosebleed starting that high. Let's go to the 5 red lights, and away we go, go, go. Right then, we're back on the grid, ready for Alonso and Sainz's home race. We're behind Stroll. There we go, back to 0.1. Needed that after the bad qualifying. Can't even do this because we're already ready to go. I need to do that for myself going forward. But anyway, lights are on. It's 5 lights for the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. And wheel spin. Wheel spin, yes please, clearly. Not a wheel spin. Well, thanks for the space on the outside, Piastri. And Alonso. This is when you know Alonso's had a bad start. He's behind Stroll. Alonso's had a really bad start. He's dropped behind Stroll. Can't quite get Alonso into turn 3, into turn 4. Try again. Here goes Piastri. Once again, trying it. We'll say no, thank you, Oscar. Get back to P9. Meanwhile, out front, the leaders, battling against Hamilton, maintains the lead. Things we'd love to see. Hamilton maintaining the lead. Can he go back to back after winning his first race in over 2.5 years? Can he go back to back? That would be pretty typical. But he leads lap 1. Could Verstappen finally get that first win of the season? The fact it's taking him this long is disgusting. But maybe this is the day Red Bull finally get one in 2024. Time will tell. Stroll continues his good run ahead of Alonso. He's clearly getting the favoured upgrades. But at the end of that one, we sit P8. Javier Fernando. Oh, he's defending. He's defending. But he's got to maintain P7. End of lap 2, still down in P8. Alonso is struggling. He struggled last weekend. Verstappen's easily got Hamilton, by the way. Said Verstappen got Hamilton. It wasn't even a competition. Like, he was with ease around the outside of Hamilton. We're not even into the braking zone. He's already cleared. DRS extremely powerful, clearly. But Verstappen into the lead. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Verstappen, not Verstappen, Alonso. I don't know why Aston Martin have put on that car, but suddenly Stroll is quick and Alonso is slow. So, yeah, I don't know what favoured upgrade Aston Martin are giving to Lance Stroll, but clearly he's getting the favoured upgrades because he is much quicker than Alonso. I mean, it wouldn't surprise you if Stroll gets the favoured upgrades, let's be honest. But yeah, Alonso, once again, just like Canada, might lack a little bit of pace.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 2.5 seconds.
Got the run here on Alonso, round the outside into turn 1. I'm going to clear Alonso up to P7. Good move from us. Next up, it's Lance Stroll. The number 1 driver, Aston Martin, I should say. And this is for P19, Joe and a Haas, and Joe got a speed round. Who was that? That was Hulkenberg and Sauber, and the whole and the Haas. But yeah, Joe going for the move on Hulkenberg, raised into turn 1, and just overcooked it and spits into him. Lucky not to take Hulkenberg out with him, to be fair. I wonder what this felt like with Hulkenberg. Just casually going by his business, and then gets a hit. Yeah, I would put my hand up. I would put my hand up. Getting hit for absolutely no reason. Well, that could be massive rear wing damage for Hulkenberg. Luckily, it was the wheel that took the brunt, but not good for Joe. Joe Guanyu already throwing his race into the bin. With that spin. He's not going to win.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
He could have run over a pin. Okay, I'll stop now. I'll stop. That was bad. That last one was bad. I'll stop now. Meanwhile, they're already in the mini-map. The top 5 teams are already miles ahead from the bottom 5 teams. Science and P10 already miles ahead of the RBs. I think this race in particular, you're definitely going to see the gap between the top 5 and bottom 5. There's going to be carbon copy from a lap ago on the run on Stroll. He's trying to cover the inside, we'll switch to the outside, that's fair, Stroll. Carbon copy from a lap ago, round the outside of what Stroll, and up into P6. Aston Martin looks like they struggle with race pace. Piastri has got Alonso. Does seem like Aston Martin are struggling for race pace. Not only is Alonso struggling with Stroll, it's around the outside. Well, to be fair, Piastri should get this, or is Alonso going to get the momentum around the outside? Oh, Alonso might actually hold on here. It looks like he will hold on. Alonso will hold on to P8. But the fundamental thing is Aston Martin don't have the race pace that they might have desired. But Alonso has now lost the DRS though to Stroll. So that could be interesting. Front left is already on 25% by the way, which is not great. We're meant to be playing what, lap 13? And we'll be fine, but we're going to be close to puncture territory, that's for sure. To be fair, the strategy did say that we would be close. Piastri's going for Alonso. There goes Hamilton over Verstappen, by the way. Side by side to turn 1. And Verstappen will hold on. And Piastri comfortably clears Alonso.
Okay, mate. Leclerc ahead. Right, let's go. Let's try and get past them and put them on the back foot. Push, push.
Wait, well, these objectives might be the most stupid objectives I've ever seen. Get past Norris. Look who's in front of me. I've got a Ferrari in front of me, and you're telling me get past Norris. What, because he's my rival? You told me that back in Miami, when he wasn't my rival, so now you're... Honestly, Mark, you are close to the sack. You are close to the sack. You are not seeing out. You're not getting to Britain at this rate. You will not make it to Silverstone. If Jeff wasn't on his holiday and wasn't in retirement, I would call upon him, but he's in retirement. We have approached Jeff. He said no. He's not coming out of retirement. So we are screwed. Can't get Jeff, so we have to deal with this, but... Honestly...
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
Mark is really getting to me now. Meanwhile, Hamilton will try again. And he's on the outside this time. Verstappen will hold on the inside though. I also don't know how he expects me to get past Norris, by the way. We're in a DRS train. The reason why I was able to clear the outside is because they're slow. Like, Stroll's able to stick with us, which is fairs. But...
okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
yeah, I don't know, man. This guy. When will he learn? It's like Norris is about to go from Perez, by the way. Can't even scumbag this objective. Because there's a Ferrari in my way. Piastri's back within the DRS as well. Which is interesting. There they go again. Hamilton to the inside of Verstappen. Can't quite do it. The other thing is, if one of these cars blows up, there's going to be a checkup, and there could be some contact. Could be a crash. If like Perez blows up, then there could be a stack up. Piastri has dragged Alonso and Sainz back to the train, but literally it's a 10-car fight for the win here. On a technicality. Granted, there's only 2 of them who can actually do something about it, but there's 10 cars in this train. There goes Hamilton. This time he's going to get the run. Hamilton fully clears Verstappen. Hamilton to the lead. There comes Hamilton with the run. Verstappen must have had a very poor exit. Just like Verstappen did to Hamilton on lap 2 or lap 3. Hamilton will do the same to him on lap 9. Hamilton back to the front. Meanwhile, the RB's just going at it for P11. Best of the rest with the Alpines and everybody else behind. Through goes, who was that? Sonoda, Bellisi just swapping places. But did you see Perez is going for Verstappen? And there goes Perez to the inside of Verstappen. Ooh, I wouldn't do that, Church, if I were you. If you want to drive in 2025, that's not what you need to be doing, mate. And that's why. He's smartly backed off. But Verstappen is struggling. You're about to tell me Verstappen's got an issue or something, so he's not going to win. Hamilton's actually breaking out of DRS. Hamilton's broken away from the train here. No, I think Verstappen's fine. I think Verstappen just had a poor exit, but getting close, it's getting spicy now. There goes Norris on Perez. And Perez has to go for the move. That was close. Leclerc locks up and I followed him in. That was almost too close. I completely missed my braking spot. I hit Leclerc, and Leclerc didn't lock it up. That could have been really bad. I missed my braking point. Thinking I was about to cream into Leclerc. I mean, it was all part of the master plan. It was all part on purpose. See, I locked up on purpose to scare Leclerc, which clearly worked. Because look, Leclerc is driving. He's just going around, looking into turn 1, and he's seeing the Mercedes. He can see me in the mirror. He's seeing me in the mirror. He's like, oh god, he's gonna hit me. Right, I need to lock up. Get out of the way. Get outplayed. Get outplayed, Leclerc. That's all I'll say. Get outplayed. And rejoin right in front of Piastri. I'm sure he's going to appreciate that one. And there goes Perez and Norris side by side. And is Perez going to hold on? No, he's not. Norris will go through into P3. See, I had a chat to Norris. And now I can't. I'm just not meant to get this Norris objective. I just wasn't meant to get it, clearly. Right, go on, tell me I failed the objective.
Okay, unlucky.
Yeah.
That wasn't quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a long way to go.
You should give me stupid objectives. There goes Perez on Norris.
We're approaching the pit.
See, if you give me one... If you give me one more lap, I would have got him. But no, you have to give me stupid objectives. Meanwhile, Hamilton... Shut up! Verstappen's got Hamilton again. Meanwhile, Verstappen and Hamilton 1 have pulled away. So, it looks like they're going for the win. 2... I think the medium tire is better than the soft. And 3, Mark still gives you pointless objectives. Sure, that's gonna be. I'm sure I'm gonna love that for 25. There goes Norris on Perez. Perez with no DRS. We're gonna try and follow him through around the outside of Norris. Whoa! What was that? Hey! He moved. He moved on the braking. Penalise him. That was a joke. He ducked and weaved. Watch him there. Watch him. He delayed his turning. That was on purpose. Look, I'm fine. But what was that move? That left there. Why is he jinked left? He's jinked left. He's turning left into a left into a right. You saw the jink. Look at it. Watch him now. Watch his wheel. There, you see it. about there. Look, he's turning left. He's turning left into right-hander. The corner's that way, mate. Why he did that on purpose? He saw me in the mirror and blocked me. That's a disgrace. That is an absolute joke. The Red Bull. That's your description of Max Verstappen. The Red Bull driver. That's who Max Verstappen is to you. That's how much Max Verstappen means to you. The Red Bull driver. Disrespecting other people now. Meanwhile, Norris is completely gone. Meanwhile, Perez is struggling on these soft tyres. We're pitting at the end of the next lap.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
We will be pitting this lap for the mediums in the slipstream of Perez. Go around the outside like we have done all race. Up to P4. Meanwhile, Hamilton and Verstappen battling for P1. Hamilton maintains the lead as an Alpine pits. Meanwhile, Joe, yeah, he is struggling. Understeer, understeer, love understeer. Yeah, we're pitting this lap. The front left is gone, by the way. 68% front left is completely gone. So we're going to pit this lap, some new boots. Don't hit the wall. There's the pit limit line. Verstappen might get him. Verstappen's been held here in the pits.
Okay, off we go. Back into the race.
Verstappen was definitely held there.
Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Definitely some held up in the pits there.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Here comes Joe. Miles behind. Marbles all over the tyres, but we'll come out seeing P10. 3 seconds off Verstappen.
Okay, mate. Picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try.
Yes. I know all the time. You have to remind me every 10 seconds. I'm literally on just to repeat Kimi Räikkönen because I don't have to do. Just repeat Kimi. That's all I need to do. Bunch of cars pit. Hamilton's going to come right behind Verstappen. And there's Perez and Stroll right there. They're going to come right in the mix of it. Perez just in front of Alonso. And Strolling was just in front of Leclerc, but Stroll's lost out there. As has Perez. Piastri's gained a lot, by the way. Piastri really has gained a lot of ground. Verstappen has cleared Hulkenberg in the process. I am tempted to let Piastri go, because he is... Might be smart just to let him go and sit behind him. Meanwhile, Leclerc and Magnussen had slow stops, hence why Leclerc actually lost a lot of ground in the pits. His bad run continues. And Norris and Sainz, they're going straight hard. It's interesting. They're going medium hard. That's an interesting call, that. At least you don't have to worry about Hulkenberg. You do not have to worry about Hulkenberg whatsoever. There's Norris. There's Piastri. He's not going to do anything. Interesting. There's Norris on hards. Oh, this is interesting. I will tell you, Hulkenberg has massively benefited Verstappen, by the way. Because Verstappen is now 3 seconds ahead or something. So maybe this is the day for Verstappen and Red Bull. We've got the run here on Norris. He's obviously on the hard tyre. But he's just going to give us the inside. I mean, we'll take the inside if you're going to offer it. You just let me through. Classic Lando, just not even fighting. Up to P3.
Nice.
We're on to the podium. Didn't think I'd be saying that after the qualifying, but here we are, onto the podium.
Front, 2.7 seconds.
Classic Mark not letting up with the tyre pressure thing. Norris is trying it on the inside. I was going to let him go, but just swap the RS, but he didn't really commit to it, so he's still there. We'll maintain P3. I didn't even have to try then, and I still kept ahead. But it's not Mark asking about tyre pressures. Classic Mark. I want to rename him to Josh. Just call him Josh. Just like another Josh. Oh, we got yellow.
Okay, clear.
And it's an Aston Martin which has gone. One of the Astons has gone. Another front rower with issues. Which Aston is it? And it's Fernando Alonso. His engine has gone bang at his home race. Heartbreak for the home favourite. Fernando Alonso's Spanish Grand Prix is going to end just past the half race distance as the other fan favourite gets stuck behind a plume of smoke. Really disappointment. Really disappointing for Fernando Alonso. There is the official confirmation of Alonso retiring from this race. Here comes Norris. We'll let him go. Try and swap DRS to the next time round, but yeah, Norris up to P3. Let's try and work with him now.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. They're holding us up now, so let's
Yep,
please try
I can
and
see
get
that.
past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
See, this is a Norris objective I can get behind. I would take someone who's actually in front of me. Not 5 cars in front of me. I can actually go on board with this one. Watch Norris now take off into the distance. These last 2 laps he hasn't. Now I could have overtaken these last 2 laps. Watch him not do that now. Watch him not do it. He's now going to drive away. In true F1 24 fashion, he's just going to drive away now, isn't he?
Information on Leclerc. They've got some kind of
Oh.
mechanical problem.
And Leclerc's bad race goes from bad to worse. He's now got a mechanical problem. He's going from bad to worse for Leclerc. And he makes a mistake, bad pit stop, and now his car's failing him.
Tyres, we won't be making another pit stop.
We've got the run on Norris. He's going to the inside, we'll go to the outside.
You smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
And we'll take the position up to P3. Up to P3, we love to see. Things we love to see. Here comes Norris. Again, he's still going to go for it. We'll maintain P3. We throw him wide. There goes Norris. Whoa, he's gone for it here. He's going to do it. He's done me. I've been absolutely embarrassed. I've been embarrassed by Norris. That's unacceptable. I need to retire. I actually need to retire. That was embarrassing. I just let Norris just run slightly wide. He says, thank you very much, and back up to P3 for Norris. Bez. No complaints from me.
Take and burn off some of this energy.
Well, there will be complaints if Piastri gets past me, because I'll be one too many cars getting past me. Look at the red dots on the minimap, by the way. The 2 Ferraris, just in a world of their own. Leclerc with his car issues, Sainz with his terrible strategy. To the point where, I mean, in terms of he's lost the DRS train, so... yeah, not good for Ferrari. Also, Alonso retirement means an Alpine's in the points. The worst car on the grid, by the way. It's on course for a point, which is Pierre Gasly. So an RB, though, is catching him. But he can't get past Norris. Well, I say the RB's catching him. I don't know if he actually is catching him. I think the gas will be like that the whole race. Oh, since the pit stops. It's Ricciardo. That undercut from Gasly, by the way, it's worked wonders. He went from like P13 to P11 by pitting 1 lap early. He jumped the RBs, and obviously Alonso's retirement has put him into P10. Got the run on Norris into turn 1. Round the outside, back up into P3. Does look like Verstappen is finally going to break the duck. Finally going to end the Red Bull bad luck in 2024. Finally going to get Red Bull a win. And himself a win. But well, there's still time. We've only had 1 mechanical failure, so there's still a possibility of a second. And also, he could also spin. So there's still time for things to change, but right now he's looking good. In terms of Hamilton, Hamilton ain't getting him, so he's looking good at the moment.
0.6 seconds.
Here comes Norris, and we don't really have an answer to him. There he goes on the inside, and Norris back up into P3. Lando Norris retakes P3 in this race. Back down to P4 for us. 5 to go. What can we respond? Meanwhile, Leclerc, unless his issues will get fixed, which they still haven't, by the way. He's had those issues for over 10 laps. So he might come under pressure from Gasly at this rate. 3 to go, and Norris looks like he's going to hold again. Yes, yep, well, Norris hold on once again. 3 to go. These tyres are going off as well, by the way. I missed the page. Yeah, 52 front left, 41 rear left. But we're starting to run out of grip. It's going to be close. We're going to get one more chance. One more shot at it. Meanwhile, Gasly has got Leclerc for P9, and if Leclerc's issues do not get fixed within the next 2 laps, Ricciardo will get him for P10, and Leclerc will go home with nothing. Go towards the final lap, but we just get it. I think I was actually out, but we just got the DRS. We're not getting Norris. We are not getting Norris, but we're going to hold on to P4, hopefully. Norris is going to do enough. Tyres are gone. But final lap then, 1 more lap for Verstappen and for Red Bull to finally get the first win of 2024. Leclerc's still ahead for now, but I think he's going to lose out this lap. Yeah, these tyres are gone. We're about to hit the cliff. Yeah, we're about to hit the cliff. Still personal best first sector, which I mean it was just a straight. And there goes the RB past Leclerc. Leclerc drops down to P11. Maybe V12. No, he's got back ahead. This is what happened to P10 Ricciardo trying to get past Leclerc. And he's thrown it away, just locks up into turn 1, and he's lost out to Tsunoda. Disaster for Ricciardo. There's the tyre light. And that mistake for Ricciardo is going to hold. I think Leclerc's going to hold on now to P10. As a result, Alpine will be happy with that as well. That's one less point RB could have got. But for Max Verstappen Red Bull, he's going to come through the final corner now. Max Verstappen is finally going to win in 2024. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Hamilton is back-to-back podiums for him. Norris will hold on to P3, and for us, we're going to come to the final corner and take a pretty solid P4.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And just as a cherry on the cake, they've got the fastest lap point too. Just another one in the bag.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Max Verstappen finally gets his first win of 2024. Gets the fast lap as well. It's taken over. It's taken until the 10th race for Verstappen, the Red Bull, to get a win. It's quite impressive. Shows how much bad luck they've had. But it's Max Verstappen gets the win. This is the start of his title charge today. Lewis Hamilton P2, Grimsdorf for him, started pole, but still P2. Back to my podium for him. The old Lewis Hamilton start the show. Lando Norris P3 gets the podium. With this podium in Canada, get P3 is pretty good. Tom Jones, myself, we ended P4. We got the trial of the day, which I mean I'll take. Well, I guess we did go from P9 to P4, so we'll take that. Good all points. That's Oscar Piastri P5, top 5 finish, good all points for him. Sid Paris P6, solid job for him. Lance Stroll, not a great race for him in 7th. Carlos Sainz, quiet race for him in 8th. Ferrari struggling. Yeah, Gasly, great strategy for him with the undercut P9, gets a couple of points. And Charles Leclerc, with those issues, has to settle for P10. It wouldn't be enough to take if Ricciardo could have actually just learned how to brakes. But Leclerc gets at least walks over the points, or at least it was worth staying out. Tsunoda just resolved the points with Ricciardo, throwing away on the last lap of 12, ahead of Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Joe after that spin early on. 19th and last with Fernando Alonso, the only return from the Grand Prix at his home race. Disappointments for Alonso and Aston Martin. In terms of Drive Championship, we lead the Drive Championship still 9 points though ahead of Lando Norris, so that gets cut down by 3 points here today. Max Verstappen now 31 points back with that win. He closes by 13 points. So, I mean, look, you can't count him out for the championship. Oscar Piastri now up to P4, head up with those points, and Fernando Alonso up to DNF to P5. Lewis Hamilton up to 6th now with that podium. With Charles Leclerc for those issues, he drops to 7th with that 1 point. Level of points, Alonso up to Leclerc, all on 96 points. You have Sergio Perez in 8th, with Carlos Sainz and Lance Stroll completely in the top 10. Pierre Gasly those 2 points, now stays 11th, ahead of Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Magnussen. Albon, Bottas, Ocon all with points. Joe, Hulkenberg and Sargent still yet to score. In terms of constructors, Mercedes now lead the Constructors' Championship 3 points ahead of McLaren. The gap was 2 points in McLaren's favour, now 3 in Mercedes. So Mercedes, I think for the first time this season, we lead the championship. Or did we lead after Bahrain? I can't remember. But we lead the championship. McLaren, 3 points now off in P2. They dropped P2. McLaren led for a while. Though Red Bull, 41 points back in 3rd. Still unlikely to catch. Ferrari, P4, head of Aston Martin P5. RB, no points on P6. Alpine with those 2 points for Gasly, now only 3 points behind RB. That 1 point that RB threw away could be crucial. Alpine now still closing the gap. Still 7th to close the gap. With Haas, Williams, Kicks Albert, all with points. Yeah, what a race in Spain. Back to the menus. And we get the durability upgrade, which is good. No sorts of messages. Specialist, yep, same people as there was before. Last year, the strategy list is gone. In terms of contracts, name, accolades, yet rivals. We still lead the rivalry. Just. Spain wasn't great. Fail. Spain was a fail, apparently. Great. Spain was a fail. Well, I guess failed is catching up, I guess that's what that means. And then obviously the rival with Lewis. Yeah, that one's pretty comfortable. The grass, yeah, nothing changed there. R&D, still second best team, but we do get an extra durability upgrade. Yay. My favourite. And then, yeah, returns standings, like I said, P1. 2 fourth place in a row, no podiums since Monaco. Not great. Hamilton has been us last two races, which is also great. Alonso with his second DNF of the year. Kelsey, another points finish for him. Yeah, 10 races in, we lead the championship, which is a great sign. Things you love to see. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and all that, and I'll see you for our third sprint of the year in Austria.